This right here is my automatic tree farm. It has the leaf crushers, it has an automatic TNT duplicator, and it's actually made really small now that we have the honey blocks that we can work with in this redstone. So it has a series of double pistons you can see there. I am going to show you guys block by block exactly how you can make this for yourself in your own survival world. Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Dusty Dude, and I make super simple to make efficient redstone farms, or just farms in general. Cool, so let's get right into it. Okay, so before we actually get into the build, I'm going to go over how this thing works and how it's all set up really quick. So all you got to do is you got to pop in here, press that lever, stand right here, aim at the little dirt block on the ground right there, and just hold down right click. So you could completely AFK as long as you have something that'll hold down your right click, or you can just put something on your right click that will help you just keep it held down. And what happens is when you're clicking this, that dispenser is shooting out bone meal, which is growing the tree, which then triggers, let me turn this off, which then triggers all the leaf crushers that go, which triggers this double piston that pushes all the logs down this way. And when I turn this on, it also is activating this TNT duplicator, which shoots the TNT down a little water stream, which makes sure that it lands on this obsidian block right here every single time. I've been running this for about maybe 10-15 minutes when I've been trying to get all my camera equipment working, but I haven't even looked in this chest yet, so I'm kind of excited. Yeah, this thing cranks out logs. And you may be thinking, well, Dusty Dude, I've seen designs like this before. I already know how to do this. Well, this one's special. This one is a double extender on both of the leaf crushers, and a double extender over here on this, which pushes the logs through. And what makes it so special is that almost every single block within a 2-block radius around this thing is all logs. Another thing that makes this farm super special is how compact it is. As you can see, that's all that's powering the double pistons right there. That's it. Those are super compact double pistons, and it pushes this whole 5x5 wall. And that's made possible because of the honey blocks now. But yeah, enough talking about this thing. Let's get into the build. So when you are trying to decide where to put this farm, keep in mind that you're going to need a large area for the farm. And the TNT duplicator is going to need a large blast area around there. So I'm going to go ahead and build up my farm from here. So you need to make the dirt block, which we're going to grow the actual tree on the 3rd block up. So 1, 2, make that 3. Put a 2-block radius around this just to give us an idea of where the tree is going to grow and create leaves, so that we get an idea of exactly how big this area is going to be. We're eventually going to fill in these blocks with other blocks, so these ones are temporary. We're going to start or put some pistons right there. That's going to be our double piston extender. That's actually going to push the tree forward right there. So let's go ahead and stack 6 of these up. Cool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put 6 more right in front of those. Now that we have those in place, let's make a glass tower all the way down this thing. Now that we have that, we just need to break out every other one so that we can put redstone down it. Let's go ahead and put redstone down this. And this works because the glass is transparent and the redstone current will go up the glass. And then we're going to need a solid block right back here, right there. You can put redstone on that one as well. So now let's go ahead and get started on the first double piston extender leaf crusher. So make sure it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to put 6 pistons all the way up this. And then we're going to put 6 more sticky pistons in front. All of these need to be sticky pistons on all of these double extenders. Then we put in 5 slime blocks across, and we do that on every other level. And we'll rotate in the Now that we have the slime blocks in, we can go ahead and put the honey blocks in. And we do not need this bottom row right here because the leaves will not grow that low. Now we need to build the actual redstone for the double extenders. So we need to go ahead and put 2 building blocks right there and then a non-movable block because we need the sticky pistons to move past that without it actually going anywhere. And then we build this on every other level all the way down. Just like that. And then to make these actually work, we're going to put a repeater going into this one at 2 ticks, a repeater going into this one set to 4 ticks, and this one just needs a dot of redstone. Bring all that back and then do that for all of these levels as well, so that it looks like this on all of the levels. So 2, 4, and a dot. Now that we have that redstone in, let's go ahead and make this glass tower again. This one's gonna go pretty close to all the way down. And then we need to take out all the glass on the opposite ones so that we can have a redstone current going up this. Then we just have to put the redstone going all the way up. Put that block right there as a placeholder. We can get rid of those blocks right there. And then to test this out, you can go ahead and put a lever right here. Pull the lever. Make sure that it works. Pull the lever again. Retract them in. Make sure it works again. So this looks flawlessly right now. Now that we have done this side, let's go ahead and do the other side as well. So make sure that this is 6 blocks out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you have this 6 blocks out, then we're going to go ahead and put the sticky pistons up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we don't need that bottom one. Go ahead and take out that floor right there. And we're going to do the same thing on this side, but it's going to be mirrored. So let's go ahead and get the slime blocks all filled in right here. Those need to be 5 long, so 5 slime blocks, 5 honey blocks. I accidentally slimed the side of my piston. And there we go. Cool. So now we just need these structures again. 2 solid blocks, a 2x2 group of solid blocks right there. An immovable block right there. And another block. Great. Now let's put these in. That just needs to be a dot. This one needs to have 4 ticks. This repeater right here. That repeater needs to have 2 ticks. And just put the redstone across. This one's always the hardest for me to get because you have to shift click it as you go in. And then 4 clicks in that repeater and 2 clicks in that repeater. And then redstone across. So redstone there. 4 clicks, 2 clicks, redstone across. Now that we have all the redstone set up, we have to put in the glass tower. So let's put that in, going all the way down. Let's make it go there. Make sure that this one lines up with that right there. So you can even put the redstone down to make sure that it's in the right place. And let's go ahead, put some glass right there. And let's test this out. So put a lever down right there so you can test it. Boom. It's all lining up with the right place. Great. Now we can make sure that it pulls back correctly. Yep. Cool. So it's looking good so far. Let's go ahead and test these back double extending pistons just to make sure that these are working correctly. Let's put a lever on right there. And yep, that's working correct. So the way that these ones get powered is by the line of redstone coming down these right here. So we need to put in the redstone right there. And then you'll see when you pull this lever right here, those extend. The redstone block powers all of those. And then those are become double extended pistons. Cool, so that works. Let's pull that back. Let's pull this one back. Now you can really use whatever blocks you want here as long as they can be stuck to. But using fences here is a good idea because the items will normally or naturally just fall straight down here. Whereas if you use a full block like a log or something like that, it ends up pushing the block into, or all the drops from the tree into super random locations. There we go, pull that back. And just put in all of the gate fences right here. Great. Now with all the leaf crushers in place, let's go ahead and make the bone meal dispensing area. And the automatic trigger. So you want to put a dropper facing up into this one. Dispenser on top of that, facing towards where the tree is going to grow. We're going to go ahead and take these blocks out. We want to leave that block there. And then bring that down one, bring it back two. We can go ahead and get rid of that one. Put 2 torches down here, 1 torch there. Go ahead and put redstone along the back right here. And we can even bring it down here. And what we need to do is we need to put blocks on top of all of these torches. And this is going to get very annoying. It gets really loud. I'm just going to go ahead and put a power source right there for now. So that is going to be the on-off switch for us. Now I need to set up the piston under here, which is going to, it's going to be able to sense when this is a full block. And as soon as this is a full block, then it's going to trigger this piston right here, which is then going to be our input for telling the machine when to actually run the leaf breakers and then actually push the tree forward. So put the piston facing out this way towards the double extender that's going to push the tree out. Go ahead and put a redstone block right there. Right here is where we're going to be picking up the signal. So that is going to be telling us when a tree is actually grown. Now we're going to run this line this way around the piston. So we need this redstone current, and we need it to be blinking right next to the piston. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a repeater out of there and make the line go around it. We don't want this line to actually power that. We just want it to go ahead and update the block so that this piston will see when this block fills in with a tree, and then it will be updated every time this ticks, and then it's going to make sure that it will actually be updated when a tree grows there. So now I think it's a good time to start filling all of this in with hoppers. So we need to figure out where this is going to come out. So let's go ahead and build up a little platform for us to be standing on right here. Let's make it a 3x4 platform. And this is going to be where we are going to stand. So we need to know that so that we can put a dropper here, or you could use the chest if you want. I like using a dropper so that we can just feed all of the hoppers into the dropper, and then we can just automatically get refilled with the oak saplings as we use ours. So let's go ahead and take out all of these blocks right here. And we're going to replace most of these with hoppers. So go ahead and have the hopper facing into that guy. And that's about as big as we need it. We just need it to be 2 blocks out from here. So let's just continue this all the way around until we get to here. Then we're also going to need hoppers facing into the dropper right here. This is where we're going to feed in the bone meal. So bring this all the way out. Oh my gosh, if I can do this right. Bring it all the way out to here. Great. And now I'm going to go ahead and wrap this line around this way. Just so that we can get these last two spaces right there. Now, if you look up from the top, all 5 of these spaces are covered up with hoppers. Now we're going to have to cover up these hoppers, these ones right here, with logs. You can do this with any full block, but I really advise that you use logs so that the tree, it will only see logs within this area, and it won't make it so that it takes more bone meal to grow. So if we make these out of logs, you're going to save on bone meal here, essentially. And I'm just going to go all the way back to here just in case. So fill that in. Go ahead and grab your furnace or an immovable block. So I guess you could use obsidian for this as well, or some glazed terracotta. Go ahead and put that on top of there, the immovable block on top of the dropper. Then shift click and put down some repeaters right here. And then we need a redstone torch right here. Now I'm going to go ahead and connect this redstone wire up to here. So that is useful because now whenever we have this going, this will also shoot out the drops to us. So let's see if we get one in there, it shoots it out here. Sorry, I dropped that other one, but you get the idea. It'll shoot the saplings back out at you. Now let's go ahead and connect up the redstone to all of the places it needs to go. So it needs to go to this double piston extender right here, that one, and the one over there, just those 3. So let's go ahead and bring this out, and we can just wire it up like this. Now we need to loop this around and bring it over here. Now that it's looped around, let's just string the redstone across, and let's just go ahead and put a repeater right here just to ensure it gets all the way up. And let's do this on the other side as well. Just make sure they link up. Let's leave that right there. And get this redstone all the way over. Now let's just go ahead and test this to make sure it reaches everywhere. So if I turn that on, should activate all the double piston extenders. So that does look perfect. Awesome. That is all working correctly. Now that we have all the redstone in place, let's go ahead and put the logs in here like this. And these logs are going to be in here just to push the logs in front of them forward, while also allowing the trees to grow the most efficiently for the amount of bone meal. Now with everything set up, we can start to test it. So let's go ahead and make our lives a little bit easier and just put this on and off switch over here for now. I need to make this 1 block away from that redstone line. So let's just go ahead and put that right there for now. Switch that. Turns it off, and we're on our little platform here. Fill this in a little bit. Great. So now this is all filled in. That's our on and off switch. We can go ahead and just plant our tree, and I think everything worked perfectly. So you can see the leaves are getting crushed, and then the hoppers pick up all the drops, then it gets spit back out me. I got an apple, I got this stick, and I got even more saplings. So we can go ahead and press that again. Okay, cool. So everything's working correctly. Everything looks good. So a couple more things we need to do to this. We need to put a capper on it. So I'm going to go ahead and take all this away. And this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like to keep it on the 7th block up, just so that we only get the one size of oak tree. So we wouldn't really be getting any of those. So if we go in here and test it, yeah, we're only getting 4 high oaks. Cool. And there's something else that's wrong. These are not retracting all the way. So what we need to do is we need to put just 2 more ticks delay on that repeater over there. So then that gets pulled back, because we definitely want those getting pulled back. If you didn't have a repeater there yet, definitely put one in and make sure it's set to 3 ticks. Cool, now that this thing is going good, all we have left to do is make the TNT duplicator and the collection mechanism. So to set this up, we need to figure out where exactly we want the collection to go. I think we can go ahead and start it right here. And we can just make it 5 blocks long like that. And just make it 8 blocks long on the inside. I think that was 8. And go ahead and fill this area in. And put some sides on it like this. Now we just need water streams here. Put a chest down here to collect everything and put a row of hoppers going into it. So this is the collection mechanism all done. Everything's gonna fall into here at the end. Now we need a blast proof block, so we need to get some obsidian. This is gonna be where the TNT lands. Let's go ahead and put it right here, and just make sure that is 6 blocks away from this structure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so that will work perfectly, because this thing will blow up anything that's more than 6 blocks away from it. Now that we have everything set up to collect all the drops from the trees, all we got to do is make the TNT duplicator and hook everything up, and then this thing will be done and ready to roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is where all of the blocks are going to be falling out of. Make sure there's 7 blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great. So all the TNT is going to fall out of there. We're going to have our little stream coming down here. We can go ahead and set up these walls like this. We need to put a fence gate in here. Open that up. Make sure the TNT is going to be able to fall out of there. And then we can put our water in here. And that is going to be the water stream that controls the TNT drop. If you do the TNT drop without this water stream, the TNT is super random and it doesn't always fall in the same place. So you want to make sure that you put in this water stream to control where the TNT falls. Now that we have that in place, we can build up these walls a little bit here. And now we can make the TNT duplicator. So you want to start by making an L shape with the slime like that. You can put the TNT on that block right there. Put the any coral fan on that little slime. Make sure it dries out, otherwise this won't work. You can put any kind of wall against that slime block right there, and then build up 3 more slimes in another L shape. Put a detector rail on that one right there. Get our minecart out, put that on top of the detector rail. Get a sticky piston facing into the slime block like that. We can go ahead and put a solid block right there and a switch. I'm gonna put the switch on this side. So when we press that once, it primes this thing, right? So we pull it back, now this thing is primed. It's ready to go. Now if we do it again, it's gonna make the TNT. TNT is gonna fall down there. It's gonna explode on that block every single time we do this. Now that we have this in place, what we need to do is make the etho hopper clock. So let's go ahead and build out 4 little blocks that come out this way. Build a block up on this end. We need redstone right there and right there. We need a comparator going that way on that block, that way on that block. We need 2 hoppers facing into each other on these blocks right here, like that. We need some sticky pistons that are facing in towards each other. And then we need a block of redstone in the middle. And we need 4 items in here. Now we just have to connect this redstone current up to this one so that both the TNT duplicator and the actual tree, everything, all the components with the tree part over there are all linked up. So let's go ahead and build 2 blocks down like that. Put a redstone torch in there. And let's build down. And let's get this lined up with the corner of this other build right here. Like that. We can have redstone dust going in there. Now, just make a line all the way down with your whatever building block you are using. All the way down to the ground. Let's go ahead and build this out and make those link up like that. Now we're going to make a redstone torch tower like this. I just removed the lever from there. All we need to do is connect this redstone up though, and then it's going to turn this thing off. So yeah, you want to make sure that when this thing's turned on, it's both powering this circuit over here, which turns off all of these components, and it also turns off the TNT duplicator by giving this dot power right there. So now this thing is all good to go. I mean, you can dress it up however you want. I'm going to keep this one ugly and open just so that you guys can see what's going on. But look, it's all done now. So now you're all good to go. You just switch that, stand over here, right click. It's going to push all these trees out. You see how fast it's going. The reason why it's going that fast is because we don't have any spaces, any blocks in there that are in the way of the tree. So yeah, you saw I was over there just holding right click for about a minute right there. You can see we already have almost a stack of logs. So that's really cool. And another thing that I did on the other one that helps you get a lot more of these drops right here is just build up a wall of leaves. I go all the way up to the height of these pistons. And what that is going to do is it's going to keep all of the drops from the leaves inside here. And now you have everything walled in by leaves. So now you'll lose a lot less of the drops. Cool, so I hope you enjoyed this build. I'm pretty stoked on this. I hope you learned a lot. If you want to learn more, if you want to see more tutorials on how to make the best, efficient, easy builds in Minecraft, definitely subscribe to my channel. If you learned something in this video, definitely leave me a like. I enjoyed making this one with you guys. I'm glad you joined me here and we could build this cool thing together. So I hope to see you in my future videos. So please subscribe and I'll see you in all the future ones. And have a good one. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later. Bye for now.